Hello, it's me, Heston, with a deeper voice. Oh god, that was a voice crack. It's me, Heston, also known as Pending, with 3 dots after it, because I'm just special, I guess. This is a new series kind of thing. It's a podcast, so it's a podcast, but it's a fake one. So faux podcast. It made sense when I literally just thought about it. Okay, I don't know what's going on. My life is a mess. Literally though. So, sorry. The cover for the mic looked crooked, and so I was making sure. I know that I'm not centered. We're just gonna have to deal with it, okay? I don't want to, but we'll be okay. Okay, so this is Warning, Vulnerability Ahead, a series that I have had in mind for the longest time. I wanted to start this probably 6 or 7 months ago. I'm not sure. I remember talking to my therapist about it and being like, hey, I think I want to do a weekly podcast where I talk about, some really vulnerable topics. Today we're going to need trigger warnings because that's how life works. Trigger warning, suicidal ideation, just suicidal tendencies, I guess. I've said before in videos how it's very hard to be present. I feel like I might have talked about not wanting to exist, which is a different feeling than wanting to die or to kill yourself. Because with wanting to kill yourself, you want to do it, just shoot yourself in the head, overdose, weird, not great shit that'll kill you. Whereas not wanting to exist is, for me at least, it's a passive feeling that can become active, can become a rumination. Yeah, that's the right word, rumination. I was thinking I was saying it wrong. Sorry. Where you just don't want to exist in that present moment. You just want to for me at least, I just want to disappear, just fade into obscurity, and not exist, not feeling pain, just not being there, and therefore literally just being dead, but not wanting to do something to make me dead. Also, I know for a fact that this is definitely not going to be promoted. Well, I don't have monetization on my videos anyway, so that's fine. This is a hard topic, but at the same time, I feel like I'm just running through it because I don't want to actually deal with it. I'll just tell you, what's going on. So, 1, I've been very, very suicidal recently. I haven't done anything. I haven't cut myself. I don't self-harm. I don't know why. I don't. Probably because it scares me. Same thing with why I haven't taken my own life. It scares me. And anytime I think about it, I literally start to fucking cry. Because I don't want to kill myself. If I don't know anybody who's really oh, I want to kill myself and I really want to, instead of it just being yeah, I want to die, but I don't want to kill myself. Recently I have lost the entirety of my friend group. I am now just figuring out the world for myself, and it's very weird and it's very awkward. And this week has been very good, actually, which is crazy to think, because I barely remember Monday. All that I remember is we did a recording for choir because we had a concert today, actually, a few hours ago. The day I'm recording this, I was supposed to say this earlier, is Friday, May 3rd. I say a lot. That doesn't matter. So, Monday, barely remember. Tuesday, I also barely remember, I guess. But I do remember I was talking to some close acquaintances. I wouldn't really call them friends because they have their own friend group, and I know for a fact that I wouldn't be let into it. And also, they would literally leave me in a fucking heartbeat for their friend group, which hurts to say. It really does, because I value many people in that group, but they just stick so tight together. It's honestly, I kind of hate it. I mean, yeah, they gotta do what's right for them, which sucks, because then they're not doing what's right for me, which they're not in control of that. Technically, I am. But life is really fucking hard, especially with nobody to really guide you except yourself. Sorry, I kind of started crying again. Wednesday was another choir day. I remember it a lot, because we, instead of facing the front of the classroom like we normally do, we were facing our music teacher at his desk, and the only tenors there were only 3 tenors that day. One of our main tenors was gone, so we had one who he sometimes sings, sometimes doesn't. I don't really have a problem with it. I know quite a bit about him, and I understand, where he kind of comes from. The other one was the aforementioned earlier, like my last video, Levi. That lovely, great person. So lovely, so great. This is sarcasm. I mean, he's not a horrible person, but he says some horrible shit. Or been in some horrible jokes. I'll say that. Apparently my allergies are ramping up. So, that was Wednesday. Oh my god, actually, I do remember what I did Tuesday. This is something I wanted to touch on. Tuesday, I don't know why. Okay, so on Tuesday, I decided to clean my room just because, I kind of, for whatever reason, I had this impulse to clean my room. And so I got a lot of it clean. I got to use one of my favorite vacuums, the Shark Navigator. Jesus, my voice keeps cracking. It's a Shark Navigator powered lift away. Professional, I think is what it is. The model number's NV651. It's 651, not 561. It's 651. And I had a lovely conversation about that with my social teacher. That was fun. No, seriously, that was great. Yeah, so I cleaned my room. And I'm pretty sure how I got to it was yeah, I'm not gonna say that. It's not like a bad thing. I just don't want to dox myself. So, whatever. But I did it, and it looks decent. It looks a lot better than it did. It was a lot of garbage. Because it just piles up. I don't care about it, and it just happens. I know it's not great, but also I don't want to feel judged or judge myself for things that just happen. I mean, no, they're not great, but depression and ADHD, they catch up to you, and shit happens, and it's okay. So Wednesday was actually fucking great. It was fucking amazing. Seriously. It was a little awkward having to sing by Levi, because of course it is. Of course it was. Probably because I made it awkward. Well, let's be honest here. So yeah, and then we had bio, which I sat by one of my older friends. We talk sort of now. She used to go to my daycare. She's decent, I guess. Today I didn't have the greatest experience with her. I don't know where that leaves us. That day was just, it was really good. And what was so weird is, like, my social anxiety had started to lessen. My anxiety was starting to lessen. Even my self-sabotaging behaviors or thoughts had calmed down, like, this entire week. Honestly, it's been, I need to stop moving away from the mic. Honestly, this entire week has been pretty fucking good. Because all of that really quieted down, and I really enjoy that, and I'm really glad about that. About the no friends thing. I eat alone in the counselor's corner kind of thing. It's actually pretty decent. I've learned how to cope better alone. Except apparently for in large crowds where everybody has their group and everybody's talking and everybody's having fun. So we get to tonight. We had a choir concert. Levi's in choir. Isn't that lovely? We just fucking talked about this. Oh my god. Okay. So Levi's in choir. That's great. I don't really hear him sing, but I don't doubt that he does. Just I don't hear him. Also because I have because the main one of the main basses, or not main bass, god damn it, main tenors, I would say Levi and this other guy are definitely the main tenors. Not to like sell myself short or anything. I'm not a great tenor, honestly. I do better at solos, I would say, and I've only done one solo, or I've done two actually. I did Rise, which should be coming soon for you guys, and Where You Walk for Contest. So it's a fun song. Somebody I mentioned in my letter to Levi series had recorded me and got sent down to the principal's office. I didn't even know about it. I literally, because I had to get up and sing. Okay, all the people that were doing solos, I'm pretty sure, sang in front of the class. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking do this. And then I was up and I did it. But yeah, he had recorded me without my knowledge. No clue. They were laughing. I knew that was gonna happen, and I knew they were laughing about me. Because that's just how boys in school are, I guess. And yeah, he got in trouble. And then he apologized to me during passing period from advisory to 6th hour. I'm like, okay, thanks. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to say. Like, okay, next time maybe don't fucking do it. I mean, I'm glad he apologized. I also feel like that really, like, altered how I saw him. And even today, at rehearsal, I guess you'd call it, for the concert, he had tried to throw a beach ball at the main tenor that I mentioned. And he missed. It hit me in the head. It really hurt. It was a fucking beach ball. And he's like, sorry. And I'm like, yeah. I was probably a little passive-aggressive / sarcastic about it. I didn't mean to be. Sorry if I was. And if you are listening, it was supposed to be a joke. But I also learned, I know that sometimes that shit don't land. And shit happens. Okay. So we get to tonight. I get there. The group that I was talking about earlier, the girls that I was talking to in study hall, I'm talking to them. They take a little group photo, and I'm like, great. I was not in it. Why would I be in it? And during just like concerts in general, I don't have like any real friends in choir. One moment, I need to fix my mic. I'm gonna pause it on the phone. One moment. Okay, picking up from where we left off, because honestly I kind of forgot. All I remember is I was not in the photo. I don't really have any real friends in choir class. The one that I did have was... No, I can't even fucking say that, because Levi joined the year after our shit happened. When we were friends, as I would put it, because I thought we were friends. But he pretty blatantly said, hey, we were never friends. Maybe I should get that through my fucking head. So, though the one tenor that doesn't really sing, iffy, we were sort of friends, and then I just kind of got tired of his shit. I don't know what really happened. It just fell apart, and he tries to talk to me. I barely listen. He talks too much. Not to sound like an asshole. People I don't like, and I'm not gonna force myself to like them. I'm not gonna put myself through that shit. Which means, yeah, I do shoot myself in the foot a lot. But that's what I think is right for me. May not be right for you, but I think it's what's right for me. So, we're backstage. Everybody's in their little designated groups. They're not actually designated, but like they're in like their little friend groups. Because the girls that I had been with had split, and they did whatever, and I'm just like, okay, well, bye, because, they just kept moving places, and I didn't want to keep following them, or, be a burden, or some shit like that. Wow, this sounds really sad. It really is, actually. I don't know. I guess I'm numb. I don't know. This will be a fun little story to recount with my therapist. Also, we meet every other week now because of, just her mental health and stuff in general. And I'm glad she took that step for herself. I don't know if it was the right step for me, but I'm glad she's protecting her peace, figuring out her shit. So I met with her last week, and I'll meet with her next week. I can't wait, honestly. So we're backstage. Everybody is in their little friend groups. Levi's, of course, in his. I don't know why I figured to bring that up. Oh, another thing. Like, yesterday and today, until, 5 o'clock, I actually felt something again for Levi. Like, an actual, feeling, instead of just, void heart. Like, there was something there. Like, an actual feeling that I could feel. And now I think it's kind of just disappeared again. And that's scary. But we're going to get to that. Even though technically that's before that. Okay. So, we're backstage. Everybody's in their own groups. And I'm leaning against the table with my stuff behind me on the table. And honestly, I'm kind of just dissociating. I didn't want to be there. I didn't really have anybody. And after backstage, actually, after I got backstage, not even well backstage, I didn't talk to the girls anymore. They just did their own thing, and everybody else ignored me. Which I guess I kind of get, because they're doing their own thing. But I wish somebody would notice my cry for help and do something about it. When I can't, even though, I probably could tell somebody, but then what happens if this hypothetical somebody decides to run off because they don't like how I think, or they can't deal with my shit, with their shit too, which I understand. You gotta do what's right for you, but could somebody have me instead of just me having me, because I can't do that. I need somebody else to, roll my advice, or get advice from, or debate certain things. Life was not made to live alone. But it's also not made for you to conform and join groups that do not fit you. Or, I also don't want to change who I am to fit in. Which really screws me over, because I'm in fucking high school. When, it seems like everybody's having the time of their life, but you hear so many horror stories about how high school was the worst time of their life, and I don't want it to be like that, so I'm always trying to do things to negate that fact. Same with, liking Levi. I just want to keep doing things to change things. because I don't like feeling stuck. I just don't like feeling stuck, I guess. I don't know. I can't find a better wording for that. But that's whatever. So, we'll go to the Levi thing. Why not? Oh, no, actually, we need to go back to the concert thing. So, after backstage, we get on to stage. We sing. It's fine. I accidentally screwed up like a quarter of a verse kind of thing. Because while the basses were singing, I accidentally sang. And then I said, damn it. And then I said, damn it, and oops, nobody even, like, cared, whatever, and then we go up to the, like, high platform, you know, where you can watch the other performers, because it was a whole, like, 2-hour little shebang. So, I'm up there, I'm watching them, and last time we had a choir concert at the place we had our choir concert, I was like, hey, you know what? I can actually be content with being alone. I can do this, and you know, like those little smiles that accidentally happen in the hallways, or those little laughs or whatever, they're worth it. Because they're emotions, and emotions are gonna come out, and that's fine, and that's normal. That worked for maybe a week. It's still kind of there, though less, because, you know, life. So, instead, this time, I'm sitting up there. The girls are sitting by me, not with me, by me. They're like maybe 2 or 3 feet away. And I'm just sitting with like 3 feet from the edge, 3 feet from the girls. Well, people are singing and doing solos, and I'm, you know, tearing up, or I'm crying because I'm thinking about ending my life. Not because, oh, their song was so beautiful, it made me cry. No, because I can't stop the ideation of wanting to die. Another lovely idea that comes up a lot when I'm thinking about these things is addiction. What can I get addicted to make the pain go away? What can I get addicted to make the pain go away? Now let's go back in time, because this is not chronological. It sort of is, sort of not. We go back to me around 4 or 5, laying down on my floor, right here. I need to stop moving away from the mic. Right here on this blanket that's on the floor, because I sleep on the floor. My bed is over there. I just haven't felt like I want to sleep up there anymore. I gotta wash my sheets. I gotta put them back on. It's just a lot right now, okay? I can barely do life right now. There's a lovely little blue giant peep. It's lovely. I love it. That's what I lay my head on. I have a pillow. A very expensive, nice pillow that I've had for multiple years, that I was laying on And then I stopped laying on for whatever reason. And now I need to clean that pillowcase. And it's just too much. But I was laying here, thinking about how cute Levi is and shit like that. How in love I was. I say I was, as it was years ago or months ago, when it was like less than 8 hours ago. Way less, actually. I just don't want to do math. I'm laying cuddled in my little blue blanket, just, thinking about him. Then I decided to look him up on Google, because why not, I did, and then I started feeling bad for everything that he's in that I'm not in, even if I don't want to be in it. And am I good enough for him, and does he actually like me? Which currently my consensus is no, but maybe, because he told me plain and simple, no, we're not friends. We never were friends. I was friends with you because I felt sorry for you. Yeah, he said that to me 2 fucking years ago. And this is the guy that I put high up on a pedestal. He was, in essence, perfection. He was the person I wanted to be, the person who made me be me, because, he really did help me get out of my depression. And I feel like maybe I think I owe him something for that. But I do also feel a genuine connection there. And so it's confusing. And also, like, the universe or God or whatever you want to believe in, your guides. My guides have been constant with LHT, which, if you don't know, HT are my initials. And L is his. Maybe he's being progressive. He's taking my last name. I don't know. That's what was coming through before. Now I'm not quite sure, because other developments have happened. And we're in almost every fucking class together. It's crazy. And I keep running into him, his sister, and his brother. Like, you cannot tell me that's not a coincidence. All right. That it is not a coincidence. Okay, whatever. Like, there has to be a reason for that. And a lot of the times in gym, he'll be on my team. Do we talk? Fuck no. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. It was a day this week. We were playing Kingpin in gym, where, people guard bowling pins, where the other team throws balls to try and knock them over, and they run over to your side and they'll try and throw balls at them, but you can tag them with a ball, and apparently your hands too. I'm not sure on that, honestly. Sorry, my nose is dripping. So So we're playing that. If you get tagged, you're out. You go to a little outbox zone kind of thing. Levi was in it twice, at least that I was paying attention to. So I tried to throw him a ball. The first throw was not a throw. It was a roll. I don't know how that happened. It just did, I guess. And then I actually missed like the next two. He threw it back, and I got one. He was in, and then he got out again. So I saved him again, because I'm nice. Then he practically ignored me, which, I mean, what was I expecting? Like, but like, nobody else was looking at him that at least I was paying attention to. Nobody seemed like they were gonna save him. So I figured, well, I may as well. But also, the entire time I'm like, what happens if somebody sees this and somebody thinks, that's too gay or some bullshit like that. I know it's not great to live your life on somebody else's basis. It's bullshit. But I'm just so scared of not fitting in, even though I haven't fit in for most of my life. And I'm okay with that. But sometimes it doesn't feel okay. And you just really want to, like, remove as much as yourself as you can from the situation. But whatever. So that happened, and literally today I had went to the counselor because I wanted to tell her that, hey, I like Levi again, because I'm like, I've been feeling that way since probably like Wednesday or Thursday, and I'm like, I think this is what I'm meant to do. So I did it. It was great. I was super giggly. I was actually in love. And I was expecting her to say something about it. She didn't. Thank you, by the way. And I was talking to her about how things just tend to flow to me when they're meant to. Like this week, there was, that I can see, no apparent reason why this week should have been so good. Especially today, except for the evening, because this morning I woke up to wash my hair in the bathtub because I had been trying it out because it had made my hair softer, and so I'm like, okay, maybe there's something else. So I haven't been washing my hair in the shower. I've been washing it separately. So I go to do that this morning, and the hose isn't working, and it's splashing back into the faucet key. I don't know what it's actually called, but like where you'd put I think it's called an Allen wrench or Allen key. And in there you twist the screw off, and then you twist your faucet and pop it off, and there'd be a little pipe. It was splashing into there, and a year ago in August, I think it was, we had a problem where it was backsplashing in there. We didn't know this, and our ceiling was dripping. We got it under control. So I'm like, this can't be fucking happening. Mind you, my hair is sopping wet, and I haven't even got shampoo or conditioner in it because I was just trying to rinse it, and it wasn't fucking working to just rinse it. So I rip it as much as I could off of the faucet. I was so fucking pissed. I had to wash my hair with a cup. It wasn't actually that bad, but I was fucking pissed. My Alexa wasn't working. The internet was being slow. and not really working. I don't know what was going on. And because the internet wasn't working, my Xbox wasn't working to watch YouTube or Disney Plus. Pissed me the fuck off. I was fucking fuming. So I played Grounded, a lovely little game about murdering insects while you are tiny. It's actually really good. You should try it. It is now on all major consoles. And that actually made me feel really good. I was really tense and angry. So I tried some deep breathing. It didn't really work, but I also think it did kind of work. And then I played some Grounded, and then I got ready to go to school, and that's what I did. I went to school, and the day was great, except, maybe falling out with a former friend, and the evening, which was a total dump. So let's go back to the moment I was laying here thinking about how I'm not good enough for Levi and just random ass shit like that. And I swear to fucking God, if somebody from my school watches this and is like, no, you're not good enough, I'm going to be fucking pissed. Like, one, glad you watched my video. Two, that's what you take away from this? Whatever. I'm envisioning one specific person. I will not tell you who. I also want to bring this back to Levi because of fucking course I do. I texted Sydney W. I leaked her in part 2 of Letter to Levi, I'm pretty sure. And like, can we call? And she's like, about? And I'm like, stuff. She's like, okay. It didn't actually go like that. That's like paraphrasing. And so we called, and the reason I called her is, one, she's like the only one of my close acquaintances, I guess, friends, sort of, that is really available whenever I kind of need them. And also earlier today in social, because we sit next to each other, we were talking about a guy she likes, and I'm like, he is so totally into you, just being so delulu. And she was playing into my delusions about liking Levi, and Levi likes me and all that lovely stuff. So I thought it'd be different, especially when the guy she likes left her on red for 14 fucking hours. And I brought that up while I was on call with her, and she's like, it's different. I'm like, how the fuck is that different? I mean, yeah, it sort of is. 2 years, a year versus 14 hours is different. But like, you're not being delusional, but I am, and it's bad for me, and I shouldn't do it. And the person I like is so ugly. Yet when I brought something up about the person she liked, she was like, shh, shut up. Which I like get in like a joking sense, but like, that's not what I needed. I needed somebody who was actually fucking there, and I thought I was gonna get that, and I didn't. And this isn't like a jab at her. It's just, it's not what I needed. And I thought that was apparent, but apparently it wasn't. So we'll probably have a lovely little talk about that. Not like an angry one, just it kind of seems that it was probably projection, and honestly, I'd probably be the same way. So, like, I can blame her. Yeah, and that just made me feel crappier about it. And then I got to hear, well, after the concert, where I'm like, well, does he actually like me? Does he actually want to be friends? Or does he actually not like me? Does he actually, were we never friends? Were we never friends? Was it all just a fucking ruse? I want to say no, because I felt there was something there, and the constant signs and synchronicities have to mean something. Also, especially because I got 2 videos in basically a row on TikTok of readings that are saying union is happening soon with this person. I'm like, bro, I don't fucking care. I mean, yeah, I care a little. It's all I've wanted for the past, 2 or 3 years. And what's even worse is it's not even that I don't like this person. Because earlier, I think it would have been last month because May just started. Last month, they were saying some really not great shit. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Yikes. I can't do this anymore. It's weird, and he took a major shift. He got caught with his phone out in class, which is so unlike him. He got yelled at by 2 teachers for talking. And it really scared me because it really seemed like a cry for help. And so I sent him a lovely little email. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I guess I am, about, just hoping he's okay. Of course, I didn't get a reply. And just, doing okay. If you don't want me to talk to you, that's fine, but please tell me. And just stuff like that. Oh, and I slipped in a little I'm sorry thing because, I feel bad for how shit ended and how I treated him when we were whatever the fuck we were. So, yeah, that was kind of bringing it back to Levi, but, today, in advanced geometry, he was kind of jabbing at somebody's, Catching Fire project, Hunger Games Catching Fire project we have to do for English. Well, one of the English classes is doing it. We're guessing the other one is too. I'm in the other one. But we're not sure because we haven't finished the book yet. And Levi's basically like, this is supposed to be a jungle tree. This is not a jungle tree. This is a forest tree. And the other guy's like, they're little jungle saplings. Yep. It was... I didn't know, I guess, that he had such this expansive knowledge of weird ass, facts and shit that he'll probably never need. And then I thought about how he would be a person, at least, if we were alone, who I could just listen to ramble about some random ass topic. And then it brought me back to the time when I'm pretty sure I had liked him, and the person I was sitting next to in our little group, because we were doing something for science, so this was 7th grade. I'm pretty sure I told them, and so I don't know why I was compelled to do this, but I stared Levi into his eyes, or stared into Levi's eyes, and I'm just I don't know why. I'm sitting on my hands and I'm just bouncing on my chair. I'm guessing it was anxiety manifesting in a different way. I just remember how jumpy I was. Also, how Izzy... Shit. So, the person in my group, either that day or another day surrounding, this kind of moment. Where did my Kleenex go? I think it's was talking about how they were gonna tell Levi, and I'm like, shh, he doesn't need to know. And Levi's like, what is it? And someone in the group had said something about if it was a crush thing, and I'm pretty sure Izzy said yes. I want to say it was Levi that one said that. I'm not sure. I could be totally remembering this wrong. I don't know. It also feels like when I'm with him, even if he's not fucking talking to me, because he don't talk to me, there's this presence of a energy, a vibration, I don't know what you'd call it, of the person I used to know. And I said in Letter Levi whatever part, when we had crashed at the ice rink, skating rink, at the rink, whatever the fuck you want to call it, it felt like we had, there was a presence of something that was there in 7th grade. I don't know how to explain it. It was just there. I could feel it, at least. And yeah. I'm still thinking now that I like him. Do I like him? Yeah. I do. I think. I'm not sure. I don't want to say probably. I want to say I do like him. But those feelings fleet so often because I'm scared to talk to him. I'm scared of somebody saying something about us. I'm just so scared. Yeah. I really do care about him. And now for the bringing it back to Levi portion. Hey, Levi, if you're watching this, or if anybody else is watching this in relation to Levi, I hope you're doing okay. If not, you can always talk to me. If you feel safe enough, at least. You should. I have nobody to tell. at this moment in time. And that I'll probably understand what you're going through. And one thing that I really want to highlight, that I kind of need to somehow get into my brain, is that you are not for me. You are not made for me. You are your own person. And that's good. That's a good thing. Everybody is their own person. And so, they do their own thing. They do what they think is best for them. I just wish that what was best for you was best for me, and we could be together. There. I fucking said it. I don't like waiting. Apparently, I'm very impatient. Sorry, my hand itches, so my mic is moving. I don't want to keep waiting. Though, I also know that whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and that when things are meant to happen, they will happen. And I think whoever you end up with is the right decision. As much as it kind of pains me to say that. Because you're a smart guy. Maybe not so much in the emotional department, but mostly in other departments. I'd say, yeah, doing pretty good. Be with who you want to be with. If it's not me, well, that sucks for me, but I'll hopefully eventually get through it. And you might enrich somebody else's life by being their significant other. I hope you're doing okay. Also, I hate stagnancy, which is literally all this connection has been giving me. Except, constant signs and synchronicities. But faith is hard to have. And I'm not a Christian or anything. So it's even harder because my religion, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, it's not organized. It's not concrete, I guess. I'm looking for a word, and I cannot find it for the life of me. I was looking for organized, I'm pretty sure, and I said that. Because there's no, there's no, at least that I know of, there's no, spirituality book, none of that shit. I read a horoscope, on Sanctuary, an app on my phone that does horoscope. It reads your rising sign, and it gives you a tarot card. And you can do readings, but I can't because I'm too young. Yeah. There's more things I want to say, but at this moment in time, they will not be said. So, and we'll probably still talking. We'll still keep talking. Jesus. It's 11:56, okay? I'm kind of tired. Yeah, my life's not going great. It's not going horrible. It's just kind of meh. And I don't like meh. I want to be happy. Not sad. Yeah. I just wish there were more concrete signs. Like, could I get, like, a random ass skywriter to be like, Levi loves Heston? Please? Like, I know the universe loves to keep you guessing, and it's doing what's right for me, and I know that. I really, really do. But do you know how hard it is to believe in that? Especially when you're going through hard shit? Like, when I'm suicidal, I'm not thinking about, oh, take deep breaths. When I'm, like, normal, yeah, I'm thinking, hey, let's take some deep breaths. Let's figure shit out. But when you're thinking one way, you're not gonna just switch. You get locked in to that perspective. And like depression and like suicidality and just shit like that. So it's annoying. It's very, very fucking annoying. Also, I've been watching some old pending content. One, and my voice has gotten a lot deeper. It's weird. And I guess I forget how much I actually love myself. Like, wow. Pending is amazing. Like, seriously though, I think he's funny. I think he's quirky. Pending is who I aspire to be, even though I am him. And the reason I aspire to be him is he has his shit together because you guys only see a tinge of what happens in my life. And you don't even see it. You just get told it. So, just, like, that makes things hard. That's weird. I think I might be dead. I'm trying to turn on my Samsung Galaxy Tab A. Because I want to check my notes. Because I have stuff for therapy in there. And I figure some of that might be nice and important now. Also, another thing that I want to touch on, that I'm pretty sure I've touched on in Letter to Leo, or Levi, not Leo, god damn it, is how relationships are viewed between two men and how they're viewed between a man and a woman. Yeah, you can bring, oh, it's godly and that other shit's the Antichrist or satanic or whatever the fuck you want to say. I don't know why the fuck you want to think that way. Do I look threatening? Like, I'm not gonna murder your family. Though also saying that makes me even believe that I might murder your family. So, but like, oh, this is definitely not updated. Oh, man, I don't want to think. Like, I don't understand it, for one, why the fuck it's different. Why is it so weird? Why is it viewed as so weird? Why is it so taboo? Why? I'm sorry. I didn't choose to be this way. I was born this way, baby. Like, I'm sorry I'm gay. I just like what I like. Like, why can't I like a guy? And not even bringing in the sexual aspect of this, because teenagers will be teenagers. Whatever. I don't care about that. Let's ignore the entire sexual aspect. Why can't a guy like a guy? Why? I would love an actual great rebuttal against this in the comments. Just like full on paragraph after paragraph, just listing all the reasons. Because I don't understand it. And even if you could find reasons, I probably won't listen to them. Because I'm gay. And I like men, sadly. I also have deep-rooted trauma from men. So I don't like being around actual, like, old men. They're scary, okay? And sometimes they're just, like, super homophobic and transphobic and disgusting. So I'm not a fan of that. But one thing that I really want to touch on is, in these videos, I feel unfairly judged, and I bet anybody who, would talk about their crush on the internet, because why the fuck would you do that? Oh, wait, I know what this is. I feel unfairly judged because I'm gay, and for whatever reason, it's so taboo for me to like a guy. And also, that makes me feel bad sometimes for liking a guy, because it means that love is going to be harder to find. Because, some people are closeted, and sorry.